NCRP Productions presents Unhallowed Metropolis, Secrets in the Sands, Episode 29. Welcome to Unhallowed Metropolis, Secrets in the Sands. I'm Barry, your game master. I'm going to go around the room.
Hi, I'm Jill, and I'm playing Raya the Mourner.
Hi, I'm Matt. I'm playing Aiden.
Hello, I'm Michael. And there is no Everett, only Wolfe.
Hello, everyone. I'm playing Ray Callahan, our Pugilist.
Hi, it's Sequoia, and I'm playing Frankie the Undertaker.
Hey everybody, this is Pedro. I play Dr. Desmond Wright, and I'm in danger.
Again.
And I don't even know. Well, actually, I think I might know.
So last week, we were finishing off the attempt to get all of the injured Bedouins and everyone else into the Cistern Cave. The competitive Bedouin group, the ones that have claim to the Cistern Cave, were apparently waiting or found out about it and started attacking you guys as you ran in there. You've taken out a number of the Bedouins that were inside the cave. Outside there were still shooters, but you had most everything finished except Akbar was down in the field. Dr. Wolfe ran out to try and help and was shot, at which point he failed his control roll and turned into a throat. He then jetted up the left-hand wall, taking out the 4 shooters on that side, bounded across the top of the cave, came to the right-hand side where he took out 6 of the 7 people that were there and 2 camels, and took the 7th, who he believed to be the leader, the remainder of the camels ran away, and drug him down the hill. He dropped the leader, very badly injured, in front of Frankie, had a slight discussion with Frankie, jumped down to the center of the box canyon that you guys are in, and yelled, "Right!" At which point, we are going to start. So, Dr. Wright, what are you doing? You've heard your name howled and growled.
Okay, now, you said he jumps down into the base. Do I see that, or has he not made it there yet?
He is, no. From
Okay.
where you're at for distance, again, we have a slight bit of moonlight out, but it's not all focused beam on him. So where you sit in the cave, if you're looking out, you probably would not see him. If you're not looking out, you absolutely don't see him. But you hear him.
Oh, yeah, no, and hearing him shout my name, that's a trigger. I know there's probably only one good reason he would do that in that tone. So I said, I look down at my like pile, or my neatly laid out surgical like implements that I was getting ready to heal myself on.
Well, mostly take the bullet out.
Yeah, well, yeah, you know, I was gonna do some healing, and so I look at that and I think, well, I guess this might not be a problem much longer. All right then, and I'm gonna go ahead and go into my valise. I'm gonna do a couple things. So I have my gun. I had loaded that up.
Yep.
So I have that out on the ground. I'm also going to go ahead and take out 2 vials. One is my hide, and one is Werther.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and put the hide. Actually, I don't think I told you did this before, but I'm going to take off my jacket, my overcoat.
Okay.
Roll up my sleeves real quick, and then stick the hide in like my. Actually, probably in my holster, like
one
that,
of the holsters.
Yeah, in a little like top taken off syringe case, so that I could try and quickly get to it, maybe. But I'm gonna have the Werther in my left hand and the gun in my right.
All right.
And then I'm just gonna stand up, wince at the pain, and then look out to the entrance of the cave.
So my question then goes back to Dr. Wolfe. You've stepped down, kind of walked to the center of that dead riverbed.
Oh, actually, I'm going to start walking out towards the...
You are going to walk out,
yeah.
Okay. Dr. Wolfe, are you going to stand there and wait?
Well,
or are you going to start walking towards the cave?
unless I see him, I'm going to start walking towards the cave.
Am I backlit at all? Because we have the cave lit up.
It's not that lit.
Oh, come
It's
on,
not
Barry.
that lit.
It would look
So
cooler.
you would start walking out fairly quickly with your sight. You are able to see him.
Okay.
I'll shout out once I start getting close to the exit. I'll be like, Dr. Wolfe, is that you out there?
And at that point, I'm like stand up at my full height, and I'm looking at him, and there's a point where it's like he's walking out towards me with that a limp. I'm gonna call it a swagger.
Um,
but I'm like, there's a head tilt one way, there's a head tilt another. Some parts of my brain trying to figure out what he's just walking up towards me, this little man. And what is he holding?
So things that you will need to be aware of for Dr. Wolfe. 62 minutes was what came up for the time that you would remain in Thropes, where you don't have control to switch back. My understanding is because the battle is over, you could conceivably switch back on your own if you choose. You are currently, as we start this, 40 minutes from switching back. That's part one. Part two, give me a wits perception roll, and I will let you know what he has. And are you walking towards him? Are you, Dr. Wright, walking towards Dr. Wolfe?
I'm walking to the edge of the cave mouth.
The cave entrance.
Yeah, and I'm going to see if Michael starts approaching me.
Since it's site-based, let me just add this real fast.
Also, where's Frankie at this point? It's important to me.
Yep, I'm coming to that next.
Okay.
19.
So with a 19, you can see that he has in his hand a gun.
Mm-hmm.
There's no possible way you would know if it's loaded or not.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll ask again, are you continuing to walk towards him? He is standing in the cave mouth. And the question is, walk quickly, run.
I'm walking menacingly.
For the other players at this point, there is, and I think it's a humorous thing if you look at what we're walking past, Dr. Wolfe will be walking at some point past the one single remaining bed or cot out in the riverbed that you guys have left. In addition to that, Frankie and Raya have come down the hill. They are at the floor of the canyon. You guys have dropped in front of you a near-dead leader of the other Bedouin tribe. Or at least you believe it. In the same way that Wolfe saw this, you will notice that he is wearing different clothing than the people that you saw, what little bits you got to see of the shooters. Different in the same way as Akbar. That definitely identifies him as something special. Now, it is possible he could be a shaman or that type of thing, but your guess is this is the leader of the other group that you have down, that's been dropped down in front of you. So you two, as this slow walk is happening, what are the two of you doing?
That's a great question.
Well, we should probably try and stop him before he kills Dr. Wright.
Yeah, so I'll pick my axe up from where I put it down.
Right?
And, God, I don't really want to kill Dr. Wright or Dr. Wolfe. That's a Freudian slip. But there's a cave full of innocence in there.
So go ahead and give me, is there a Monster Hunter type roll? Is there a skill that directly touches that?
Like what?
I don't know, that's why
I
I'm
feel
asking.
like...
I'm not sure what you're at. Wait.
Well, so I want you
You want a
to...
history? Because
Something like that. What I'm looking for is your knowledge of Thropes.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Is there something specific to your
I think it'd be
character
under
class is what I'm asking.
I think it'd be under survival.
Yeah.
yeah, I have
I've-
a ton. Let me take a little peek.
If it's not something specific, I'm going to have you roll history or natural science.
Let's see. Huntsman. The Undertaker is an expert tracker. No. Lore Master would be the one that...
Okay,
Yeah.
what does
He
it
would
do?
want, he can re-roll failed parapsychology rolls. So parapsychology is the one.
So parapsychology.
Yeah,
All
which you have
so
right
go
up there.
ahead and give me a parapsychology roll.
Okay.
I guess that makes some sense.
11.
Are you going with the 11?
I don't want to.
You get a re-roll for free with your
Yes.
Lore Master.
Okay, let me do. Got a 12.
All right.
hey,
So-
it's a little better than the 11.
With the 12.
I would use one of those too.
It's too early.
With the 12.
Yeah, we should save those.
Your character is aware, at least from what you've dealt with, Thropes tend to have a short-term attack time. They will normally stop once there are no aggressors around them or nothing moving. If you and Raya get too close, it's possible, if he is not in his right mind, and there is a part of you that senses that he is. Some of the things he's done and some of the things he's said, if I remember correctly, when he was running out, I know that Aiden knows this, but I think it's that you guys were close enough to have heard him yell Stitch as he threw the bag.
Yeah.
So there is some portion of his intelligence, some portion of Wolfe still left in this thing that you see walking menacingly towards Dr. Wright. So he may be something different, but normally the question would be, how close do you want to get to him? If something happens with Dr. Wright and Dr. Wright is the last aggressor, he might possibly change back, relax, or run.
For Frankie, at least, and I'm assuming partly for Raya, like, it's not really Dr. Wolfe anymore. It's just a monster that's going to hurt people.
Okay.
So it's
He
pretty...
is walking towards the cave,
Yeah.
although he was directed. I think it's very legitimate. Your characters would not instantly assume, okay, he's going to attack Dr. Wright and then quit.
Yeah, I would think that he was... I wouldn't... I mean, he yelled right, but there's... I mean, who knows what gets caught in the crosshairs.
Sure. There are a lot of injured people. You specifically know that there's the young boy right inside the cave mouth. Unless somebody's done something to take care of him, and there is, again, that bed right out there in the middle of the dried riverbed.
Yeah, so I think generally when Raya and I are taking something down, usually Frankie's more of like the attention getter, and then Raya sneaks in and takes him out.
Okay.
So...
And again, things that we also know from the time Raya and Frankie were working in London together, you have some hand signals and other things, possibly facial tics, whatever you guys do. There is an ability for you guys to communicate between each other. You guys worked long enough together.
Yeah.
So those things are in play as well. So then the question becomes, do you stay where you are, walk towards them, run towards them? If you are running at the speed he is walking, you are 2 actions from catching up to him. The other thing that I didn't cover, but it probably doesn't matter, Raya had a syringe of throat trank. She was unsuccessful in delivering it to the point where she destroyed both the delivery system and lost the vial.
There's a lot more vials in his bag, just so you know, and not all of them are throat tranks.
On the downside, those vials are all inside the cave right now with Aiden. We
Oh,
established that last time.
you only took one. Oh. I thought you took the bag with you guys.
Well, that was foolish of you two.
Yeah. When you assume...
Right, there you go. So, what are the two of you doing? And then I'll come back to the showdown.
So, can we get him to stop? Can we yell at him or throw something at him to get him to stop and turn around and face us instead?
Go ahead and give me another parapsychology roll.
15.
So you have not dealt with a throat that appears to maintain any intelligence. I'm going to use that word. Human intelligence as opposed to feral instincts and intelligence. You don't know if he would.
I know that we got his attention earlier, but it went south real fast. I think we need to draw him away from the mouth of the cave at least. And, so how far away am I from Dr. Wolfe right now?
You are approximately 150 feet. Again, you are 2 actions of running to catch up, both of you guys. He's walking.
Okay, so yeah, I think we would start running.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How close do you want to get to him? Do you want to be 1 walking action away from him, 1 running action away from him, or closer?
So Frankie wants to be close.
Yeah.
Within maybe even close combat range.
So less than 1 walking action.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Dr. Wolfe, I'm going to have you remind me again what the bad things.
Corruption?
Yes. Remind me what your corruption is.
I have 2. Obsession and consumed.
Okay, hold that a second, Matt.
Do I see this going on at this point, if I'm in the cave?
If you're in the cave and have not specifically come out from the scream, nor walked out with Dr. Wright, no. Last you were doing was helping the last group of people get inside.
Okay, that's just...
And I'm not saying you can't.
All right.
You were with Akbar as the last group was coming in.
Okay, once I get them secured, then let me know, and so I have a plan.
Okay, very good. So, Dr. Wolfe, what level of obsession do you have?
I have 1.
All right, you do not need to make a roll for me. So, do you believe that you would react to noises behind you? Somebody is running up behind you.
Probably.
Okay.
I'd probably stop and look to see who's coming.
All
Once
right.
I see it's Frankie and Raya, there's a
Do you two have weapons drawn? Super important question.
Specifically, it's out, but it's held at my side.
And you've seen him run with the axe before, so you're. Go ahead and give me. You know what? Go ahead and give me a whisper.
I have my
Also,
weapons in my hands, but they're not being wielded. They're just...
Also, can I see him look away from me at all?
You will in just a moment.
Okay, because I want to shout something then.
He's coordinating it.
So that's 15.
So your mind will remember the way that Frankie is currently carrying the weapon. That weapon is not a threat. That is not being carried in a way to attack you. Same basic thing with Raya, though you have not seen her in action more. She does not seem to be brandishing them. They are out.
All right.
So that's as you just kind of bare look over. Do you turn to them?
No, I keep the fact that they're running up with me, behind me, with weapons in mind.
Very good.
You know, I'll worry
close-
about it if they start to get close, like if they start to like brandish it.
Of course.
Otherwise, I'm more focused on getting to him.
So my question back to you two. By the way, for you guys, I'm leaving you in the combat order that I had you in.
Okay.
So for you two, once you are at the distance we talked about, which is just outside of close combat, will you stop and walk, or are you going to do something?
Well, at that point, I try to talk to Dr. Wolfe again.
All right, so I'm going to have you stop for just a moment. Dr. Wright, you will see him for a very short moment turn his head over his left shoulder to look back. And you can see them coming close.
Okay. It's a brief moment, so less than a second, or...
Well, he doesn't snap his head.
Okay.
Everything for him is the menacing, growling,
Perfect.
I am in control here. So he looks
So,
close,
then
shouts
as
slowly
he-
over his shoulder.
As he looks over, I'll, ring out, "Now, Dr. Wolfe, this is between us, for now."
So with that call, Aiden, where you're at, Cal is close by. Cal looks up towards the cave mouth. Cal looks over at Marood, and Marood grabs his weapon and starts moving quickly through the cave. He's not going to run. Nobody runs in this cave and stays unbroken leg.
Before he does that, I'm going to look into the bag.
Yep.
Is there a thing marked tranquilizers?
Well, let's
Mark-
see.
Well,
Mr.
I
Obsessive,
actually-
are they labeled?
Well, none of the... There's only 2 that are labeled.
Which are labeled?
Which are labeled? Well, they are labeled Wolfe and Frankie. They are 2 syringes.
And
And they're
other
the
than that,
only-
they
and they're
are
the-
different colors, but nothing else is labeled.
Yeah.
And he, to my knowledge, in fact, none of the group, to my knowledge, has spoken around you about throat tranquilizers.
Oh, okay, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there is one that is specifically labeled Wolfe and one that is very specifically labeled Frankie. They're both syringes. They're both the same color liquid. They're different from all the others.
All the others. Yep.
So logically, I would say if I looked at those, could I put 2 and 2 together?
Not like
You
Frank-
may decide what you think they are.
Yeah, I don't think Frankie's been very subtle about any of it.
Yeah, I'm good with you making the decision on your own. Play
Okay,
your character.
I will pull those 2 out then and start going with
Marood?
Marood.
All right, so the 2 of you are moving to the cave mouth. Let me move back to the top. We are going to start right now with Raya.
Okay.
You are just outside of close combat range with Dr. Wolfe, who is currently walking to Wright.
Okay, so as we are kind of jogging to keep up with him,
You're there.
yeah. So
you're
I'm going to yell, "Wolf! It's not worth it. He's not worth it."
Go ahead and give me a charisma roll.
Charm.
I'm sorry, charm roll. And you may add, if you have it, you may add concentration or etiquette.
Oh, okay. Concentration, please. 21.
I think.
21, very good. Dr. Wolfe, if you will give me a roll, it is going to be your will, and you're going to be adding 4 to this roll.
I'm going to add 4 to this roll.
Yep.
Well, not 21, that's for sure.
Wow, that one really did land on the edge of your book.
No, it's not. I did not beat 21.
He's
I didn't
a
ask that.
he's a terrible
Oh,
person. He is morally bankrupt.
Okay.
He is
That's
There's-
hurtful.
nothing.
Sorry, you want my total here.
Yes,
so.
please.
Sorry, give me a sec. That is 11.
Okay, with an 11, it is your choice how to react. You are not compelled. You have the ability to react
Okay,
any way you want.
I will let her. He's morally bankrupt, and keep going.
He's-
Keep going.
He's not worth it. He's not worth your energy. He's not worth you becoming a killer over. If you destroy him, you'll be a murderer, you'll be a killer. He's not worth your soul.
Raya,
He's not worth you becoming a killer over. Don't lose your soul because of him. If you kill him, part of what's human in you will die.
There's a slow turn, and there's a horrible smile on his face.
Dr. Wright, you will see him turn again.
Yeah. As he looks towards Raya and goes,
Don't give up your
Already
humanity.
kill 11 men.
Okay.
But
What's one more?
But he's a friend. He's someone that you know. He's someone you've traveled with. Don't let him destroy your humanity.
Not a man.
You-
Beast.
You are a man.
Monster.
All right.
That's the thing. He prefers beast,
Mm-hmm.
monster.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right, so we're over to
As he-
Frankie now.
Points to.
So you've been hearing Raya trying to work
Yeah.
with him. You did see Dr. Wolfe turn once and turn back. As he turns, you can see the full effects of the Thropes serum. And unlike some of the others that you have seen, he looks not much larger than he did without the throat transformation. There is definitely something different. Now, do you envision that you know some history of the throats, the serums, the experiment, the missed ones? That's going to be a judgment call on your side.
So Frankie, kind of like he read the brochure about it.
Okay.
Nothing in great detail.
All right, so that's not
Join
gonna
the
stand-
Thropes Corps.
No, that's good. That's not going to stand out as much to
No.
you then. Very good. So,
Yeah.
Frankie,
Okay, so Frankie's I'd like to maneuver in front of Dr. Wolfe.
you can do that.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna touch him, but I'm gonna kind of go backwards in front of him. And he's afraid to talk. 'Cause last time I started this.
He's like, oh shit, what am I going to say?
All right. So what Frankie's gonna say is he's gonna say, "I'm not gonna let you go in that cave. It's not gonna happen. You gotta think about who else is in there. It's not just him. There's women and children and a whole bunch of really, fucked up Bedouins."
There, he looks at you and he laughs and he points away from the cave where, Wright is standing. Right, monster, not in cave.
And
I just brush Frankie aside and start moving.
Now, when you say brush,
Yeah, just
push aside,
Yeah.
not throw.
Yeah.
Frankie, do you move with the motion?
Yeah, I don't think I'd let him push me down.
No. This is
Yeah.
literally just
Yeah.
kind of step you aside. All right.
Yeah.
So you've watched this happen. Frankie has stood in front. You've heard a little bit of that, and he is continuing forward. Frankie, I'm assuming you're still kind of backpedaling.
At this point, I'm regrouping with Raya. I mean,
Okay.
we're keeping time, but
How many actions do you have?
2.
All right. Raya, you still have a held one. I'm forcing you
Yes,
to have
I
it
do.
held, but you still have a held action. So we are going to move down from there. Dr. Wolfe, you are continuing lumbering forward.
Mhm.
Dr. Wright,
how close are we at this point?
you are now 5 walking actions away.
5 walking actions.
That's correct.
Okay. Well, walking actions for me or for him? That's important too.
They're not substantially different.
Okay.
Running, he runs faster. Walking,
running,
he still
okay.
walks at your speed.
All right, fine. Then I'll take 1 walking distance closer,
All right.
and then I'll say, Raya, Frankie is not going to listen to you. Isn't that right, Dr. Wolfe? This is between the doctors to discuss for now. So,
No doctors, beast and monster.
Yes then, if that is the names you wish to call us, then beast. So is this it? Are we no longer colleagues?
Boom.
That's a
Yeah.
good question.
Boom.
It is
Yeah.
your
Still-
choice.
yeah,
Do you
still-
want to make a roll or not?
Wolf, there is intelligence
Oh.
there, but what's driving is not necessarily full rationality.
Alright.
So I'll just say, well then, Wolf, so we shall have the decision tonight. Just know, I never hated you. I always enjoyed our little talks and quips.
There are 4 walking actions between the two of you.
Uh-huh.
How many actions do you currently have?
I have 2 in total.
2 in total. So,
I'm
yes.
keeping-
So, you still have 1 health.
So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. Oh yeah, it only lasts to the end of the turn,
Yes,
right?
correct.
What's it be? Doubt? Yeah.
So while he's thinking, Abe, for you, you're moving as Marud is walking as well.
Right.
Marud will look back, since he seems to be traversing the rocks better. He will look back at you and say, we cannot let either of them back in the cave in this form.
I nod at that, and I'm going to start, like, kind of try to stealth, like, get down and start, and I'm trying to work my way behind him.
Well, you're not out of the cave yet.
Okay.
So you are continuing
Okay.
forward with Marud.
All right.
Then
Then
you have 2 or 3 actions.
I had 2 actions, and I was going to turn and look at Ray and go, hey, Ray, you get everything if I die. I'm going to do something stupid.
Nice.
So
You're going to
Marud will
London,
stop
buddy.
at the cave entrance. You're going to continue out.
Yeah, I'm going to...
Okay. When I say directly, I mean literally directly ahead of you. You see Dr. Wright, who is 1 walking action in front of you, and Dr. Wolfe. You wouldn't be able to negotiate this, but for your mind thinking, he has 5 walking actions in front of you.
Yep.
Where are you going now? You are now facing Dr. Wolfe.
I'm going to try to surreptitiously go around. I'm hoping he's so fixated.
Left or right side?
Left.
Okay.
And
So
I'm-
you will be going around the opposite side that Frankie and Raya have come around the side. Also, you'll be going the opposite side of the direction that Dr. Wolfe keeps turning his head to talk to the 2 of them.
Exactly. And the idea is I'm hoping he's fixated on them. He's not going to see me sneaking up.
Are you walking in your sneak or somehow trying to run? By the way, I want to be really clear. It is a featureless sand canyon that was an old riverbed. There is nothing to hide behind.
Right.
There is an old bed on the middle of the desert.
Well, yeah, it's way back to where you guys are.
Like I said, I'm hoping that there's like enough of a shadow off from the cliff where the moon is that I can at least get as close as I can, and I'm going to move normal pace. You know,
All
not
right,
to
so
make
we're
too
still,
much.
we're just, that's what I need to
But
know.
once I get to that edge where there might be light, that'll probably be when I burst out and just try to.
There's not enough of a difference for what you're thinking. The
Okay.
light is pretty constant. The moon itself is as full as it's going to get, covering the canyon as much as it's going to.
Okay.
It will in time get worse. Yes, Pedro.
So, as my last action, I would like to do 2 things. One is to aim, and one is to say something. Can I do that both on
You
one
may
action?
do both. So
Okay.
you raise the weapon up.
Yep, I raise the weapon up at Wolfe, and I will shout out, Frankie, my boy, I'm sorry. And then I'm going to, that's going to be my turn for right now.
Was just saying I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's kind of interesting. Ray, what are you doing? I'll remind you that you still have a
Dying.
serious wound across your torso. By the way, I should probably run over this. Besides the serious wound that Wright has, we've got Frankie with a flesh wound on the upper torso. Ray with the serious wound on the torso. Aiden's has a serious chest wound.
Yep.
Dr. Wolfe has a broken left hip that he's not really reacting to.
And an incapacitating chest wound. So,
As well, I thought the incapacitating was the hip.
I mean, I don't know how
Yes.
the crits work.
It was the hip wound. You
Okay.
have only one
Okay.
wound that I'm aware of.
But, okay,
Ray.
just making sure.
Well,
He's like coughing up blood. He's like, all right,
Right.
get it over with.
as much as, like, I'm sure it freaking ruins everything, but I would have tried to stay with Dr. Wright as much as possible as he was leaving the cave.
All right.
That being said, my adrenaline just went seriously down after the gun, and then all of a sudden I'm realizing that 4 of my current stats are at 1.
Right.
So,
So as you get up with that figure, like I'm gonna figure out what's going on. I need to. Whoa! And you feel that little bit of lightheaded.
I'm out of the cave,
Okay.
and I'm definitely behind Wright, obviously, but I'm not directly behind him. I'm stumbling.
Behind him, meaning you're back from where he is.
Yes.
All right. Very good.
Ray's going to pull the Rocky card. You know, he's like, I'll bust
Barry,
Yes.
I'd like to use my held action.
Yes.
So on my held action, I want to transfer both my exculpuses to one hand,
Yep.
stoop down and pick up a handful of pebbles,
Yep.
and I want to toss a pebble at Dr. Wolfe. And I want to yell, if you're going to fight a friend, then turn around and fight me.
Oh, jeez.
Raya, to her core, is just
Yeah.
that bitch.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Dr. Wolfe, you may react however you would like.
It's
You
a
have been, you do, if
Pebble.
I remember correctly,
Yeah.
have, you know what?
pebble.
I'm not going to guess. Do you have etiquette?
In this state?
I don't actually.
Oh, all right. Then I will not. I'm glad I did not make an assumption. So, you may react to that in any way you wish.
Not big rock.
Yeah, small pedal.
Enough to make you aware.
Yep.
If you're going to be a killer and you're going to fight somebody who cares about you and a friend, then turn around and fight me. Someone who's actually capable of defending themselves.
The side Dr. Wright bird.
Yeah.
Frankie's like entire stomach drops.
Mhm.
He's like sweating a lot, but he doesn't. It's boo.
Would you rather fight an old
He's
man
backing up
or a
Raya.
warrior?
It's the double burn.
Yeah, those are rare.
Sorry.
So there's a pause. There is a long pause at that.
I can't let you kill me.
As he leaps right at her. Doesn't even give a second. Just
Poor man.
Okay. So, we will hop back up. The jump. We take that held action. We're at the top. Raya. Dr. Wolfe is
Oh my god.
sorry.
I want to use my first action to
Sorry.
dodge out of the way.
So go ahead and give me the dodge.
Baby, push my button.
I'm gonna switch to decaf.
What is
I'm so
the roll
sorry,
for
guys.
that?
So I'm going to step out for a second. I go get dodge, which I have forgotten.
Here, I have it.
But there's
right
so
here.
many things that are like forgotten.
I specifically wrote this down because I thought I'd need it.
Yep.
So dodge, you have to roll 2d10 plus coordination, -3 on surprise attacks. And if you just roll higher than the attack, no damage.
Very good. So you're going to roll after his attack. So you're going to hold
Okay.
that dodge action. So what is your second action?
Something else I learned. Dodge you have to use one of your actions from either this turn or next turn. I didn't know that.
So I actually have 3
Yes,
actions.
you do.
I'm going to be doing a dodge on one of them.
You're going to hold the action for a dodge.
Hold the
Yep.
action for a dodge. And on the other 2, I'm going to slice.
Okay. Are you directed at something on his body?
I
Or
don't-
just striking?
I don't want to kill him.
So
Hamstring.
specifically not a headshot or
Well, so I saw where he's been injured before.
that? Yep. You
I'm-
all see that.
I want to target where he has already been injured.
Okay. Very good.
The
So-
hip and the chest.
Yep. So that is going to be. He only has the hip.
Oh, the hip?
He
Okay.
misremembered the chest.
You could also
He only has the hip. So you are
Oh,
going to be making an
That's
attack.
a really good
I'm sorry.
point, too.
Could she hamstring him and then he wouldn't be able to move?
Yes, that's pretty gruesome.
Okay.
But yes.
Yeah, I want to do that.
All
I
right.
don't even know what that means.
He'll heal
That's
it up
when you
eventually.
get your Achilles tendon cut.
Yeah,
And you can't make a footstep.
I
Disgusting.
I want to
Amazing.
cut both.
Usually when people have that happen, it hardly ever heals. Like, it's
Well, it's an interesting experiment for Thropes.
All right. So let's start with
Wolfe
the
would be
first
proud.
strike. Are you going to attack right and then left or left and then right? Not that it's important, but
I'm going to attack the side that he's injured on first.
I need to look at one thing.
okay. Should we hold up the attack for that look?
Yeah, we can do
Michael, should we hold? Is it something that may affect the attack?
I'm only going with since I have footwork, it's +3 to dodge rolls. Okay.
Okay, so
That's
you're
all I
right.
need to know.
Okay, so go ahead and make your first roll. For doing a foot attack, it is -3 to hit, and it is -3 damage.
Okay, -3 to hit and -3 damage.
That's gnarly. Good thinking.
Can I spend a...
It's up to you guys.
I want to spend my personal reroll
There you
first.
go. Go ahead and do that first.
26 to hit
So-
with the -3.
That's with the -3.
Mhm.
Okay, Dr. Wolfe, you have the option to dodge. Your character is amidst his full senses. You know, you have the intelligence to know. Keep in mind, in an intelligence of 2,
Mhm.
you are at the same level as the majority of the Londoners.
Exactly.
So you are average with a 2.
I will.
You see where the strike is going.
Yeah, I will use one of my actions to do a dodge.
All right, very good. Go ahead and give me the dodge roll. I believe you get bonuses.
Dodge is typically just coordination, right?
Is that right, Pedros? Did you
Yeah.
looked it up?
Say that again?
Dodge is 2 dice plus coordination.
Coordination, yes.
Yep.
I'm going to get +3 things to footwork. So let's see how this goes.
And he's already got bonuses.
Nope, did not make that roll.
Okay,
so
so
I'm just
go
gonna
ahead and give me a roll. You will need, for your damage roll, now keep in mind what you're attacking, you will need at least a 17 for total damage. Go ahead and make your roll. We are subtracting, what is the full number?
7.
We'll be subtracting 7 from this roll.
Okay.
And
Damn.
he also gets a -3 because of the... I thought you said you got a -3 to
So minus 10 in total.
It's -3, yeah, because of the
Okay.
foot, so it's -10. Go ahead and roll.
Good fucking luck, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not sure you can do it, but I think
Hey,
it's
who
wonderful
knows?
to
She
try.
might crit.
Yeah?
She might crit.
No, I didn't do it.
All right, go ahead and take your second attack if you wish to.
Okay.
I'm not going to worry about dodge this time because it's...
Aiden is outside
He's
the
out of
cave
the
and has
cave.
moved past your position.
And he's got
If you
mystery
want to
vials.
know, I rolled a 17 on shadowing.
Very good.
I got a 19 with the -3.
So the 19 will still hit. Go ahead and roll damage, again subtracting 10 from the roll.
Just 10.
You know,
Just 10. It's only 10.
Gotta roll 37 or something.
Needs to
No.
roll at least a 27. Yes.
Yeah, I didn't do it.
Okay. As you're taking your swings, he is just that fast as he moves one way and then the other. He's not... You're getting close, but you just watch him because you are so directed in where you're attacking. You're reasonably confident you could have hit him. You've hit a throat before.
Yeah.
But just the way you were aiming for him and the way he moved.
And then I'm saving my last action
Yes.
to dodge.
So then I'm going to move to Frankie. You've seen what's happened, Frankie.
Yeah, I guess we're fighting Dr. Wolfe. Okay, so hamstring is gross, but it's a really good idea. So I think I'll also try to... I don't know, I'm not going to aim. I'm just swinging for
You're
him.
just swinging with the headsman's axe?
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
That is a monstrously huge weapon.
it
Raya's
is.
my homegirl. I can't let her
Yep.
get squashed.
I get
Okay, so I'm going to roll damage. And I'm at minus... Am I at minuses too?
Not unless you have injuries. Frankie's flesh wound is not an injury that affects you.
Just belch in the microphone.
Accidentally. I'm really sorry.
Well, I realize that the stress at the table is incredible. We don't often have party fights unless we're playing aliens, and
Well,
we
and
very seldom have this kind of character attack.
it didn't help when he went raw right over me. I'm like,
I'm so
Yeah,
fucking...
you were wearing your brown pants already from last episode.
I am really sorry. I stole my XP.
I wrote a sign, everybody. It says Raya stole my XP.
18 to hit.
So an 18 will definitely hit. Are you choosing to dodge this?
Bitch,
Just
that's my
your
XP.
incredible senses allow you to be aware that somebody is striking from the side.
Nope, not this time.
Okay. So go ahead and
I only
roll
have
your
2
location,
actions. I can't.
2d10.
Okay. And because I have Headhunter, if it's 10, it's a hit. Oh, sweet lord. I got 10.
And so 10 is the same as a 20. It's a head roll
Yeah.
with Headhunter.
Uh-huh.
Okay. That
Well,
is
actually,
going to...
no. Okay, I'm sorry. Lucky shot, roll a 10, choose target.
Okay.
I am not choosing the head.
All right. Where would you like to strike?
It is hip wound.
In the hip wound. Very
Yeah.
good. That is not going to add additional damage. You're going to go ahead and make your roll. You will be subtracting 7?
7.
Right, because the foot was the
Minus
extra
7.
3. You'll be subtracting 7 from your total roll.
Okay.
Your roll is going to be 2d10 plus vitality plus weapon.
Can we get like a counter there so we know? Because we just have to last 20 minutes.
I got 23, but with the minus 7.
That's
no.
with everything. Oh,
That's
with the
kind of
7
my
is a
plan.
16.
If I can make him
So
fight us.
you do connect, and you kind of knock him sideways. That might be the effect it has once he makes his attack. But it does not seem to do anything other than slightly bloody.
Okay.
That was one attack.
I'm
Are
gonna
you-
go. Yeah, I'm going again.
You're going to go again? All right.
Yeah, and I'm not aiming again. 20 to hit.
20 will still hit. Go ahead and give me the roll.
22 minus
No
7.
location.
Oh, with location. Okay, 12.
12 for location is going to be the torso. So again, probably around that hit since you were striking last time.
Yeah,
And total damage. Minus 7.
12.
Okay, so niggling hits at your side, but nothing dramatic yet.
Mhm.
Moving down, we've got Aiden. Now, Aiden, are you continuing to move to your hopeful position?
Yep.
Okay, very good. Are you have 2 actions spending both to keep moving?
Yep.
And still shadowing?
Yep.
Okay, so you are 2 walks away. Then I'm going to move from Aiden down to Dr. Wolfe. Are you going to
Okay.
follow through on the attack on Raya?
Yes, I am.
Very good. Go ahead and give me your roll. Raya, do you have armor?
I do have armor.
Good. Remember that as we
Only
go
do
forward.
bites,
I have
Michael.
a
Make us
+2.
all thropes.
Throw party, throw
Throw
party.
party.
Throw party, throw party.
I'm gonna need to make a whole lot more suppressants and virgin serums.
Your coordination is.
Ain't no
My
party like
coordination
no
is a
party.
5.
Ain't no party like a throat.
Because thropes eat each other.
Only a 12 to hit.
Which will not hit.
Yep. And
Okay.
unfortunately, because I used my 1 to dodge,
Yep.
no other action.
All right, so moving from there, Dr. Wright.
Oh my god. Okay, so first off, Dr. Wright is very touched that all of his friends are defending his life. It's wonderful. I was ready to face death, and now all my friends are doing it. So I knew you all cared about me. All that stuff Raya was saying was just pretense to try and trick Dr. Wolfe.
Well, the history is interesting. I've been thinking about that for the game. I mean, we've been playing with Michael for a couple of years, but in game, Dr. Wolfe has been very recent. He came on when we went to Birmingham.
Months in game at most.
Yeah.
A few months,
2 months, yeah.
And then the short time off, you guys would probably not have seen him very much as he took care of his business. So, very interesting situation. But, back to Dr. Wright.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do is, do I know where Marud's at?
Yeah, Marud is behind you. You can feel him coming up.
Perfect. I'm just gonna kind of glance back. I'm gonna say, Marud, wonderful, good show, my boy. Take this. This is throat tranquilizer. Stick him with it, and it'll take him down.
Dr. Wolfe, go ahead and give me a wits perception roll. Do you have hearing?
No.
Okay.
Do you have hearing?
I said it at a frequency wolves can't hear. Don't question it. I'm a scientist.
I do. Well, no, it's actually vision.
Yeah, I thought it was vision that we figured out in the end.
I'm obviously not doing too well on my rolls here at this moment. I'm quite feral. So wits. Sorry, I'm just going. It's a 10. It's a 10.
Very good. So he did not hear that.
Nope. I am
Marud
currently.
will take it from you. What did you hand him?
Oh,
I know what it is, but what did you hand it and what for?
What? Oh, it's an injectable.
Does it have a gun?
It's a
Is it
suppository.
No, it's a syringe.
Very
He
good.
is quick enough that I know he can get in there and out really quick. So I say, take the tranquilizer. Save the poor man from being killed.
So Marud will grab it from you. You have
And then I look
you have
over
another
at
attack.
you, and I just smile, Michael. Oh, big
Problem
old
is,
smile.
he's facing the wrong way.
Oh, I know.
He's
I
smiling at his back.
hope he feels it.
To the
All right.
very laugh.
So then, moving down from there, actually, it is Marud's move, and he will move forward. He, like Aiden, is 2 movement spaces away. Then we will hit Ray. Nope. All right.
Ray, my boy, I have another syringe. Go, quick.
I'm just gonna try to move in front of Dr. Wright.
So you're going to try and... Well, he has stopped. So
Yeah.
you just step in front, and out of nowhere, Ray is standing in front of you.
My boy, I need to see this.
I'll say, my boy, please step to the side. You may stand next to me, but
I don't know what damn foolery you got going on that head, but you need to get the hell out of here.
my boy, I would not miss this show for the world.
The show of watching your friends get slaughtered by another friend?
This is my friends defending me. And another colleague, or perhaps no longer colleague anymore. We're having a bit of a light discussion. So, I wish to see how it plays out. And I would understand if you don't want to. We've only known each other for a little while now, Ray. You seem like a good lad. Possession and all that, besides.
They're so in love with each other, they just need to, get busy and recoup the tension.
So, Ray, what's your reaction?
I have a
He
job
doesn't
to
tell you
do.
to get out of the way. He tells you to step aside so you can see.
My job is to protect you and your friends from whatever the hell comes our way. If there's one thing that I keep in mind, it's that I have a contract to fulfill. Now, you are all taking me to London after this. That being said, right now, I need to make sure you guys get to London. And right now, Dr. Wolfe is fixing to tear you apart probably right after Raya. If you're out of here and out of his focus, we might be able to just distract him long enough that whatever the hell this is wears off. And God, my head is fuzzy.
Yes, that would be probably the blood loss as well as that batch of, I forget what I gave you, but, the thing that helped you. It seems that there might have been an issue with it, but Ray, you're doing a great job at defending me from right there, and I am very impressed you are standing up right now. So I will not be moving, and I would prefer if you don't try to move me. This is not a threat. I'm simply saying, though, your size, I think in your current state, I could push you over.
None taken.
Good.
I'm just...
Yeah.
There, I'm good.
And I'll just, pat him on the shoulder, reach way up there, and pat him on the shoulder.
So we're back up to Raya.
Okay, so I'm going to take another 2 actions to take 2 swings at him.
Just directed swings?
am just directed swings. I'm not aiming for the...
And I will ask you the question that we've brought around the table. Are you avoiding a headshot?
Yes.
All right.
Yes,
So
I'm
go
not.
ahead and roll. Where I'm going to give you for everybody who's avoiding the headshot, if in the extreme case on your location roll you roll 2 1s, which gives you the 2, which is the headshot, it will be a miss. That's it.
Okay.
So 1 in 20 will be a miss. So go ahead and give me your roll to hit.
And then my third action, I'm going to save to dodge when he attacks me.
So Dr. Wolfe, your coordination, I should have asked
is
that last
5.
time. Very good. She's been beating it competently.
That was a good speech, Ray.
Yeah, it was.
Mm-hmm.
27 to hit.
So 27 definitely
I'll take it.
hits. Go ahead and give me the location.
Okay, and that's just a d10.
2 d10s. Add it together.
That would be a 12.
So you are in the torso. So kind of
Man,
taking the opposite side of
this torso is just getting...
kind of the opposite side of where Frankie's making attacks.
Okay,
Go ahead and give
and
me
that's
your
at a
damage roll.
-7.
-7.
Working out, you gotta break down muscle and it regrows stronger. We're making you stronger.
Exactly.
You're welcome.
Just like you dug around in Frankie's shoulder and made Frankie stronger.
Yeah, that's a good shoulder.
Yeah. If anybody shoots that shoulder, pew! Bullet's gonna ricochet right off.
That would be a 10.
So 10. You scrape basically a little of the growths on his arm, but nothing more.
Okay.
Second roll.
Second roll.
You have growth?
Well, I was almost going to say the hair, but he doesn't grow hair.
What do you have on your arm?
He doesn't.
Muscles.
I was thinking hair, but I keep forgetting they're not werewolves.
So, did all of you-
basically hide?
So,
They're
did
bones.
you guys all buy your tickets?
I bought
That would be
the year
a-
pass.
25.
So that would also be a hit. Location?
Tickets to the gun show.
Is
Yeah.
a 9.
So a 9
Strike
is
you
also
down,
going to be the
Michael.
torso. And
Okay.
damage?
That would be an 8.
Okay. So nothing there. Moving from Raya, we're
I was
going to
really
go to Frankie.
hoping.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm swinging again.
All right. Go ahead and give us a roll.
20.
That will hit, without a doubt. Go ahead and give me location.
Okay, 14.
14 is going to still be that torso.
Bitchin'.
It's not specifically the hip every time, but
Oh,
Frankie
hey.
has a direction.
It is. Alright. Do I have minuses?
You have -7 from the total roll.
-7? Jesus. Okay, so 12.
That's a 12.
Just
okay.
remember, when you thrope out, for you, it's also going to be a -7 anytime someone tries to hit you on damage.
So again, you're making contact, but it's small little clips.
So it's
that
not
seem to
working.
Heal. No, seem to heal almost immediately.
Alright. Let me think about this for a
Cutting
second.
him does not appear to be beneficial to
But
you.
it's stalling him and it's slowing him down.
It doesn't yet seem to.
No, it's not doing anything. This is not working.
Right.
So...
But you can be hopeful, right?
Let me think about this for a
He's not
second.
attacking you.
He is not attacking me. A good death, yet another thing Wolfe is...
Finally, I get to revive my wife. No! Finally, a good death. No!
Everyone takes everything from me.
So, is Marud approaching us?
Go ahead and give me a wits perception roll.
Okay.
How else is he going to stab
I
Michael?
don't know nothing.
You're too focused on the fight now.
10, yeah.
You stop moving forward towards the cave.
Yeah, okay, so I'm thinking about, past encounters Ryan and I have had. We have not, obviously, fought a thrope together in recent times.
No.
But we've taken down some, various creatures, and...
Yeah, we were doing the extended scene episode. Now we go back to that.
Yeah.
So, just as a reminder for any syringes, just for things, it has to be at least a flesh wound in order to inject it.
Correct.
Okay, I'm gonna swing again. But
Okay.
this time, I'm gonna try to, what I want to do is, just punch him in the head.
Okay, so now we're going for kind of a stunning blow.
I'm just trying to, yeah, I think at this point, we're just trying to get him,
All right, so rather than using the cutting blade,
Yeah.
you might flat him.
that's what I'm thinking.
Very good. All right.
So-
Are you aiming for the head or just...
I think at this point I am going to aim for the head.
Very good. So
Yeah.
add your normal bonuses to do that.
I kept thinking,
Hey,
kick the
you're
Wolfman
gonna
in
be
the nards. Wolfman's got nards.
23 to hit.
Regrow
23 to hit,
those.
you'll definitely hit head. You're going to add 5, but you're going to subtract 7, so you're going to subtract a total of 2 from your roll.
Okay. I'm going to reroll. I'm going to use a chip.
Okay?
You know, a
Chip in it.
headsman's axe with like teeth marks in one side of the blade sounds pretty cool for
I know,
a weapon.
right? Yeah.
Especially if it's in the metal head.
Yeah. Metal hit, like boom.
-2?
Minus 2
Ugh.
from the net roll.
This is terrible. Okay, I got a 10.
Okay? So, doesn't...
Wait,
That's
did you add the +5 from the headshot?
Oh, no.
No. The
No?
+5 from the head. He has -7. So
Yeah.
Oh,
the
it's
net
minus
is
2.
Oh, that's what you mean.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I missed that part.
Overall, at the end, I'm still causing a penalty.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
Oh man.
Okay, so moving from Frankie's to attack Aiden.
I'm running.
Okay, so
Now
you're
that
gonna
it's
you're
really
gonna finish
big.
those last 2. You are now next round. You will be in range to do something. You are at his distance.
Okay.
Moving down from Aiden, I am going to hit Wright.
Okay, yeah. I mean, this,
Is it right, or am I going before right?
I'm sorry.
I was gonna say if Wolf hasn't
It's
gone, then
Wolf.
Yeah. So strike 1 against Raya. That is 14.
So a 14 will not hit Raya.
Okay. Second attack. This time on Frankie, since she was so kind to hit me on the head.
So Ray, I think this is the first time you are seeing Raya fight.
I've seen them spar, but yes, this is
I
the
think
first
this
time
is
I've
the
seen them
first time, and
fight.
She moves.
I need that to
I've been
exceptionally
honestly
quickly.
happy that I've been rolling low against you guys. To be completely fair, it's like I really don't want to actually get TPK the party. So 13.
13 will not hit. So Frankie, I believe you've actually sparred directly with. So you have a little idea about Frankie's speed. You had no consideration about Raya's speed. Raya moves like the wind.
I've seen Mourners, so I can have some assumptions, but seeing it in person is a lot
It's
different.
very different. Yep. An exceptional fighter. So now we will move down to Dr.
oh, now it's Dr. Wright. I mean, honestly, at this point, so
Gun is still out, but
Oh, yeah.
held down.
I'll go ahead and pull the hide out of my sleeve, so I have that in my hand too.
Okay.
Might as
And
well
then,
just go for
and then
broke.
I'm 4 spaces away, right?
You are currently 4 at distance.
Okay.
You're not going to egg him on and tease him and taunt him?
I'm trying to think. Well, no, because honestly, at this point, I'm curious. I want Maroon to get there, so I'll hold my actions.
You'll hold. Ray, are you doing anything? Wright is not moving forward.
Mhm.
Are you just going to stand with him and hold action?
I look down at my knuckle dusters.
So you've seen the Asculpus strike him
Mhm.
multiple times. And when I say strike, I mean
Yeah.
hit. They don't seem to be slowing him. That headsman's axe, it's weighty. You've picked it up. You've touched it before. The headsman's axe just barely, in air, barely knocks him out of trajectory. Those are big weapons.
Right? Is there anything that can do damage to this thing? Because right now I'm seeing 2 of the best fighters I've ever seen look like they're going up against the champ.
Oh, yes. Well, I mean, heavy guns usually do something. We had a companion who killed a Thrope with but a small handgun. It was quite miraculous, actually. I think it was, I don't want to say luck, but very skilled. And actually, Maroon may have a good chance as long as he could inject Wolfe with that. I believe the fighting should stop within minutes.
I don't think we have minutes. I'm just going to draw my other
Oh.
knuckle dusters.
You haven't.
You got them all.
Yeah, I'll say, you haven't seen Frankie and Raya really fight it out. It's something to behold. So, as much as you want to use those, Ray, in your condition, I would behold.
I think I'll behold from over here at least.
So you're maintaining your space
Yep.
right next to Ryan.
Yep.
So Aiden, Marood will be right up where you are and pass you, and he looks at you and says one word: stay. And we will move back to the top. Raya.
All right,
You don't have to listen to him.
I'm going to do another 2 attacks on
Right.
him.
Go ahead.
This time I am not holding back from hitting the head.
Wow. Okay.
So I'm not aiming for the head.
Yes,
but
I
I'm-
understood. But if it comes up, you're not
Yeah.
giving up.
22.
22 will hit. Give me a location.
I feel dread in this room tonight.
Oh my god, yes. This is the quietest this group has been.
14.
14. Get that torso. Go ahead and give me the damage. Remember to subtract 7.
11.
Yeah, this would have been a really awkward game session
Okay.
if you killed the entire party and it was just
Second
Wright and I standing there. Like,
Well, my boy, go ahead, get in there.
Just like Dr. Wright's practicing
24 to hit.
That will hit.
strategy.
Location.
Just keep throwing bodies. The weight of them just holds him
14.
down.
14. So 14 will actually be a strike. It opens a wound on him, but doesn't seem to affect him.
Okay.
So he has another good-sized gash on. Frankie, I'm assuming you're still
Yeah,
holding
I
third.
am holding my third action.
Okay, so at this point, I'm like, this isn't working. Physical damage isn't going to stop him.
Doesn't look like it.
It has to be something else.
Do you specifically know how he became what he is?
No, not
Okay.
at all. Frankie assumes that he got bit somewhere along the line.
Very
like he
good.
did.
So, no, it only would have been important if you knew, and I didn't think you did. All right, so what are you going to do? Aiden, you'll be next.
Ugh, all of my instincts are just bad. I just keep looking at my list of like what I it's not okay. So what? I'm gonna try to appeal to him again. I don't want to keep just hitting him.
Gotcha. So you step back with the headsman's axe, and you talk. Go ahead and tell me what you're saying to him, and then go ahead and give me a charm roll.
Freeze framing. So like Raya just hit him where?
Ryan just struck him somewhere in the chest area. She opened up another gash. It did not seem to phase him in any way.
If anything, while it's still definitely a wound, the blood spurts and then suddenly the wound starts to like close in and stop the bleeding.
Okay, I was like, what are you doing? Like I'm trying to get a picture in my head.
He has just attacked you.
Yeah.
He is basically in attack mode against the two of you.
It's like full on like freaking lashing out, trying to, especially with Raya, it's been like trying to grab and slam is basically what it seems to be what he's trying to do.
So Raya and I are like lion fighters. We come from either side.
Yep.
So
correct.
he's facing me right now.
He would be facing you right now, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna hold my action.
And I'm practicing.
Action self here.
And then I wanted to clarify what
I'm sorry?
Yeah, so as soon as he turns away from me, I'm going to act.
Very good.
So basically, in Arabic, I'm going to say the equivalent to
Marood?
Marood. Fuck that. And I'm basically going to take a second, aim, just try to predict where he's going. And then at that, I'm just going to jab the needle into his back.
Hot diggity.
Damn, Aiden.
All right. So, go ahead and give me a roll to hit.
Would I use melee?
It is melee.
It is melee. It is a melee combat weapon.
Okay, so
Spend a chip if you need
9
to.
plus 7, that's 16, plus 5, it's 21.
Nice.
21. All right. So that will hit. So now you're rolling damage.
Okay,
So damage is going to be 2 dice
right,
plus vitality.
okay.
You're going to be subtracting 7 from this roll.
That -7
But this is the tranquilizer.
Yeah, you have
Okay.
to make a flesh wound for it to...
Well, yeah. So you have to hope you make your flesh wound.
So 9, that's 14, 15, 16.
Plus vitality. Did you add vitality?
Yeah, I just had it.
-7.
It's 9. So
Well-
as you take that strike,
Can I spend and reroll? 'Cause I
sure,
have
you can reroll.
8
Oh.
and 10, 18 plus 2, that's 20.
So that will be a
13.
13. That
Nice,
is
Matt.
a flesh wound.
So it's not tranquilizer. It's the
I know it's not tranquilizer. That's why I was keeping my mouth shut.
What is it?
it's the reversion serum.
Oh, well, shit.
So, Michael, what happened?
So I have to roll again vitality against a 20. If I beat it, nothing happens. If I fail it, he's going to turn back into himself.
Do it.
So let's see how this goes.
Yeah, we were all... Michael and I knew exactly what you grabbed. It was not the train. But we didn't say anything about
There's
it.
a reason why I labeled one
Yep.
Frankie and one Wolfe.
You just had to beat Marood there, didn't you, Matt?
And unfortunately, I got 20 exactly.
So that will beat it. So you have hit, struck, plunged. You put it in, the tranquilizer, as far as you know, the tranquilizer in. You pull back, and nothing seems to happen yet.
No tie to the defender? Or to the attacker?
But at the same time, you would not expect it to instantly knock him down. So your
Okay.
next step is to watch. If you have a second action, you may hold it.
Actually, I'll just stab him with the one with her. Frankie's name on it.
Just might as well get him down.
Double tranking is not a bad
so
idea.
The scary thing for me with that is you don't know what's in these. You're assuming trank, but why would he only have one of each? All these things go through your head.
And
as
why
you
would there be one for
splunge.
Frankie?
Go ahead and roll. And and for you, why is there one labeled Frankie, and why are you sticking in a wolf?
Does
I have a lot of theories, but at this point, I'm just like,
wow.
Does
So very definitely, this has taken a huge turn from where I thought it could go. This is not anything I thought would happen.
not how I thought it
Well,
would go.
players
either.
will do that.
Yep.
So,
Well, I mean,
I'm more alive.
19 hit.
So a 19 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage on this one.
Ah, shit.
Feel free to spend a chip.
That's the damage. Can you chip damage?
Everyone else has been.
Okay.
Ah.
All right, I'll do one more.
You have your own reroll
No, I'm
too.
using my own reroll.
Oh, you're using your
Yeah.
own rerolls?
that -7 is rough.
It's brutal.
You got more
Thropes
rerolls.
are insane.
All right,
Or you can wait
can
for
you
the
up a
roads.
corruption to take one more point?
Yes, you could. So again, you would be raising one of your current corruptions high enough that it would step over your normal rerolls. So if you have a 2 in something, because you just took 2 rerolls, correct?
Yeah.
You would have to raise it to 3 to do that. Now keep in mind there are
Oh.
still rerolls on the table.
All right,
Or
I'll use one of those. I don't want to go with that.
or you can give yourself a new corruption at level 1.
He already has 3.
Oh, you
I
have 3?
corruption. Yeah.
Oh.
Very cool.
Well, was doing good until I met you guys. Okay, so damage that would be 16.
Really?
Minus
After the 7?
would be a 9.
Oh, do I add my vitality?
Correct.
Yes.
18.
So 18 would be an 11. That will just strike through for a flesh wound.
And I will now.
No, this is a
Or not
reversion
tranquilize, a
serum.
reversion, yeah.
No. How quickly does it work? Because you made the serum.
So, how quickly does reversion serum work? Well, no, I succeeded the roll. I got
you
over 20.
succeeded. All right, so we're fine.
Ah.
So you stuck him twice and pulled back. So now we're going to step
Those
down
rolls you roll
to
well.
Dr. Wolf.
That clearly, this is not going to be an easy.
So
Just
those
wait,
are
it's going to be your trank that's going to get me down, just to prove once and for all.
Yep,
so it's basically bee stings. Dr.
My
Wolf.
trank. Yep. I got a bug in your eye, don't you?
yeah. Sorry, what was my
You're
turn?
up.
Okay, well,
You got
someone
struck.
just
Yep.
stabbed me twice, and I felt. I mean, she slashed me. Frankie's hit me. I felt something stab me twice.
Ding, ding.
Reach behind me to try and grab, so I can just grab and slam
Okay,
whoever whoever's behind me.
So you're going to have to
I
make an
didn't do
attack
anything,
roll,
man.
or at least subtract
Fortunate.
6 from the roll.
6 minus 6 from the roll. Okay.
Barry, can I use
Yeah.
my held action
To do what?
to shove Aiden out of the way?
Might not be necessary because it did. I missed.
All right. And
Never mind.
your second action,
Then I'm good as I miss whatever it was.
and there's
Probably-
nothing back there, so whatever it did that stuck you is not there either.
Yeah. I'm just going to try to grab and hurl Raya. Just
So he now turns. Hold on a second. We're reacting with Frankie's reaction. You cannot interrupt his attack, but you will be able to attack after this attack.
Okay.
So go ahead, Dr. Wolf. You're going to try and grab Raya.
that is a 16.
16 will just get a hold of her. So for the first time, you guys have all seen Wolf get a hold of Raya. And what do you do?
Gonna start
Try and
slam.
throw her into the ground.
Yep, just start slamming.
So Raya has a dodge now.
Okay.
I'm actually a little. I think the doctor would be a bit surprised. This is the first time I've ever seen Raya get hit
Correct.
at all.
Yes. This
Like,
is
bottom
the
line.
first time I've
I
been
think
hit
even
in the whole
Graylin's
game.
been hit in the past. I think
Oh.
she is the only character who has not.
Ray, you'll see me. I actually take a step forward. I just kind of lean forward, surprised.
So what is dodge?
So dodge is 2d10
Yep.
plus your
Coordination.
and you're trying to beat his 16.
And I also have footwork,
So that's plus 3.
so that adds +3.
You're probably gonna get out of this. I'm just gonna say.
25.
So 25. So you do see him grab her, but she whirls out, does a flip, and is out of his grasp.
You'll hear me release the breath that I was holding.
Frankie, that reaction. He turned away.
I'd like to try to jump on his back.
Okay, that is very much a Frankie move.
Yes, it is.
I like
Do
it.
needles help as a bonus, like steps to climb? Just asking.
Oh yeah, if
Asking for a friend.
Wrong side.
if the listeners don't know, Frankie, how tall are you?
Little.
A little, like 5'2", 5 foot,
5'3".
5'3".
Yep.
Okay.
If
Why
I
do I-
lean over, can she run up my back?
But do I hear Shadow of the Colossus music?
I was going to say this is Attack on Titan right here.
Okay, so
I
it's a
prefer the
standard
Shadow of
for
the
you,
Colossus
melee
reference,
attack.
but okay.
okay.
Are you trying to grapple?
Oh my god. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I want to grapple his head.
All right. Well, the
What-
idea being you need
Yeah.
to make the attack. It will initially will do no damage.
So just an unarmed combat.
Just your unarmed combat as normal.
And then so it's a 15.
So you have a hold of him.
Oh, dear Lord.
That is your action, right?
Congratulations.
I have an.
You held both.
Yeah, I did. I did
All right.
hold both.
So for your second action, what do you want to do?
I want to. I didn't think I get this
Start
far.
petting him? Is that what you're doing?
Wait, what was that?
I didn't think I'd get this far.
A dog chasing the car.
So, all right. I'm just gonna do what my gut's saying. So I'm up there. I'm gonna bite him on the side of the face.
Wow.
Wow.
All right. So
That's,
normally, as crazy as this sounds, normally if you were not grappling someone, a bite is -3.
Okay.
But because you have him grappled, your bite is a standard attack. So go ahead and give me an attack.
One time, Frankie was hanging out at the docks, and this guy was training dogs.
I'm sorry, it's normally a -5.
Yeah.
But
5.
you have him grappled.
I was just on top of him and I couldn't help myself.
You know, as tense as this session is, I'm glad we're still able to joke.
Okay.
I was just like, I'm so hungry.
There's a reason behind all of this.
There's a madness to the method?
Yeah, and the guy said to tame a wild dog, you have to bite him in the face.
Okay.
And that asserts alphaness.
Okay. So what did you get for your roll?
Really poor.
Why don't you spend a chip?
I don't think a bite to the face is worth this.
Isn't it though?
You know what? I am going to spend a chip.
You're
'cause
asserting
I
I
believe in
mean,
this.
how
This
many
is-
people can
This
say?
is, what is the word? This is an intimidation tactic.
Absolutely.
There we go.
This is a story.
You're asserting dominance.
Okay, worse. I got one worse.
Which one of your
So
rerolls?
with the -7, what is the actual roll?
Jesus. 3.
3. All right.
Are you
you'll
nibbling me?
You'll feel Frankie leap. Well, you'll feel somebody leap on your back, but you will realize it's Frankie as pulls at your cheek, and you basically just pull back and out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, as far as I know, Frankie has no more held actions.
Nope,
as far as I know,
that's
Wolfe has no more held actions.
Okay, well, I'm up here.
So we're going to step
There
down.
goes the
Right.
beard you're trying
You
to
made
grow.
that lean forward with Raya. What are you doing now?
Why is Frankie looking at my face?
Yeah, really curious on why
Oh, it's a
Frankie just.
submission?
Yeah. Yeah, why did Frankie just kiss Wolfe? I'm very confused.
It's like a Judas thing.
Yeah, we're moving on.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
keep going. It was on purpose.
Frankie, you tramp!
Just gonna shout out harlot.
All right.
No, I'm gonna hold action. I'm waiting for
Very
Maroon
good.
to do his thing. I need Maroon to do his
Ray, are
thing.
you also holding action?
Yes.
All right. So now we have Maroon.
Thank God.
Maroon steps in
Oh, no.
with Dr. Wolfe grappled. Also takes the strike.
I was just curious. I'm sorry.
Just hits. Right? Your coordination again is
5.
just hits. Here comes the big one for you guys. Damage. Oh, no. You guys are fine. That is going to be 18 plus 4 is 22 minus 7 is a 15. That is actually into the serious wound. So, tranquilizer has been completely injected into him. What happens with Trank?
Oh, that's not a trank.
Yours was not a Trank?
No.
Oh!
I got you too, Barry?
Yes, you did.
Oh my God! So I got Maroon and you. All right. No, I handed him Werther because I was curious.
And you did say that at the beginning of the game, and I did totally forget. So what? This is insane.
So Michael, because I don't know if this will work. This is
I
up to
don't
you.
either, yeah.
So Michael, I need you to make a. So this
Read
thing.
Werther for us.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Werther was originally the product of an ill-fated attempt to refine the effects of Maidenheart. For the listeners, Maidenheart usually is a healing thing. It actually helps reduce, the pain reductions that you get for your rolls. The experiment failed spectacularly. When distilled, the beneficial properties of the plant are destroyed. The resulting drug causes massive systemic hemorrhaging, resulting in, quotes, blood sweats and bleeding from the orifices of the body. A character injecting or imbibing the substance must succeed on a vitality roll DR20 or die within 3 minutes of receiving the dose. Now, Dr. Wright does this because he is curious if it will even affect
A throat. Very
because, yeah, so Michael?
So, give us a DR20 first.
Which, based on your rolls, you probably succeed.
And he's adding his...
Vitality. It's a vitality roll.
Okay.
I'm going to chip it. No, not chip. I'm going to roll one of my personal rerolls.
Absolutely.
So is he getting any bonuses for his thropiness?
Yes.
Keep in mind we do have 2 chips left. If you
I gotcha, but I just spent my personal reroll, and I'm okay. I got 23.
Okay.
So 23. However, the other side of it that I need, give me a moment. I'm trying to make sure, is that...
For the folks at home, something fun fact about this earlier. I've been carrying it around since maybe for a year and a half. Wait, how long did we start this? 3-4 years ago? The original?
The actual game?
Yeah.
4 years ago.
Yeah, I got it probably within the first couple months of us actually starting the entire campaign. So I've been carrying this around for a while, so it was special, Michael, and how dare you not let it work?
All right, so Michael, if you will give me a 2d20 roll.
2d20? You mean 2d10?
2d10. Wow. Michael, you will give me a 2d10 roll.
I don't know what
So
you did,
5
but
and
it sounds
4.
bad.
So 5 and 4 is a 9. So as it goes into him, for everyone around him, the wounds that he has start bleeding. The blood pours out, and you even at your distance, you're going to see this. For any of you looking at Marud steps back horrified. Marud thought it was tranquilizer. That's what he just assumed. The doctor was doing something good, not trying to kill him.
I'm right there with you, Marud.
And I'll say, Ray, you'll hear this, I'll say, fascinating.
So then, Michael, I need you to give me another D10 roll.
5.
He backs away. All of you will see the blood start seeping from every wound he's had, which is quite a few of them. There's quite a few nicks. Even the 2 little pinholes that Aiden put in. Almost as quickly as that happened, it stops. You, Michael, need to give me a vitality roll. Standard vitality roll.
Okay.
So I'm still up there.
Yes, you're still on his back.
shit.
So as the bleed comes to you, stay.
I got 25.
All right, so with a 25, the bleeding stops.
I don't even know if I would know.
You may not notice. There's nothing oozing from him.
We're going to get put in a yellow
At this
bin.
point, Frankie needs to give me a coordination to hold on. Wolfe needs to give me a coordination to remain standing up.
17.
So you have the option to hold on, or I need to find out if he goes down.
19.
His body racks back against his legs. Do you want to hold on?
Yeah.
Okay. Wolfe, you will rack backwards.
Mhm.
There is abject pain from head to toe. You can feel it in your ears, in your teeth.
Jesus,
Tips
and I
of your
succeeded
fingers.
against the Werther.
Yes, you did.
So,
You're not bleeding anywhere,
Mhm.
and I'm going to leave you there for that. So, moving back up to the top.
Mhm.
Raya, you've seen what's happened. Frankie is still holding on. You saw Marud come in. As he pulls away, you realize he syringed him with something. You saw that little bit of blood come out, and Marud just looked horrified. And then the blood stops, at which point Wolfe snaps up. What are you doing? He's not dead. He didn't fall over.
and
nothing
am I
else.
paralyzed or what's going on?
Your snap up looks like you're paralyzed. Looks like it.
Okay,
Frankie is still on him.
I'm gonna try and take him down.
Okay, which means what?
Are you subduing? Are you killing? What are you doing?
I think our overall goal is always the civilians.
Yeah, I can't let him hurt civilians.
So you are going to attack him.
I am going to
Very
attack
good.
him.
Go ahead and give me the roll.
He is a danger to himself and others right now. And I've always said if either of them became a danger to himself and
We've
others.
heard it episode after episode, without a doubt.
So
Go ahead and give me that roll.
I'll actually aim for the head this time.
Aiming for the head.
Mhm.
Very good.
Get all the bonuses.
Well, all the minuses. Oh, no, you don't take a minus, right?
No.
All right.
25.
So a 25 will strike the head. Go ahead and roll damage. You will be subtracting 2 from your total roll.
Okay. Can I chip that?
That is up to you.
Wait, are you going to use a chip?
Yes, I did use a chip.
You want to keep the rule that we talked about last time?
I'm not using
No.
them. I haven't touched the
Oh.
chips, so.
Michael and I declared last time we wouldn't use the chips between each other. So I guess that was just between us.
Wait, we're
There was nothing else
Yeah.
against for anyone else.
Ah.
That was between us.
19.
So a 19...
And that's with the -2.
Yep, that'll be a good, solid strike. Frankie, that was uncomfortably close to one of your arms, but Raya is just that good. The strike goes in. Frankie, the blood that comes out, the spatter that comes out, strikes you in the face. It will not affect you other than it's a lot more than should have come from where she hit. And for anyone who's watching where you strike, it is a gout of blood that goes out.
I'm actually holding my next 2 actions.
Very good. So moving down, Frankie, you currently have a hold of him. You are already seeing, after that first gout of blood, it's immediately starting to heal up.
Okay.
If anything, you think it's possible it's healing faster.
Okay. So I'm up on your head. I'm going to say, you got to go down, brother. You have to. This is not going to end good for you. You can take him down when you're a person if that's really what you want, but you got to go down.
All right. Are we going to do a charm roll again?
Yeah.
Very good.
13.
So with a 13, it's up to you, but 13 would not have an overwhelming effect.
So here's my question: am I like completely
No,
paralyzed?
not at all.
Okay, I just
to
feel
them, it looks like you were.
okay,
You have complete control.
but it's
You've just been struck extremely hard on the back of the neck, around the shoulder area.
and for the first time in this form, I'm feeling pain.
Yep. Yes, you are. Not from anything they're doing.
Yeah.
Something lit you up.
Light my fire, baby. So unfortunately, the pain, and even in a rational mind, the beast side is taking over because there is so much pain and agony here.
Yeah.
It's try to grab Frankie and
Like a
return the favor.
Right. Very
Yeah.
good. So let's start with the attack to grab or grapple.
Assert dominance.
Oh, you're getting bitten. Oh, this is a big deal.
and super important, you'll be -3 to hit.
Okay. Lucky for Frankie, it was only 13 to grapple,
So that does
But-
not hit.
but Frankie's on here.
Yep,
Yeah.
that does not hit. So Frankie is moving around on you. You get a hold, but Frankie's able to pull away. Frankie's not
That's
weak.
what I'm imagining.
Yep. So
Second
let's
action.
second attempt to grapple.
Very good.
That's and you said with -3.
Yes.
Okay, so 20.
That, you have a hold of Frankie. So Frankie is grappling you while you are grappling Frankie. I think it's humorous, but neither one of you has dropped grapple from the other.
Yeah.
So we will move. That puts
That
us
mouth is
down
open
to
and
Wright.
wide.
And I'm going to say, Ray. Actually, let me ask you this. Did I see where Wolfe's bag is?
I don't think so.
I'll say, Ray, do you know where Dr. Wolfe's bag is?
You may make a wits perception roll. So the reason why Wright did not see it is because you were setting up to take care of the bullets.
That makes complete sense.
Ray could have seen it because where the bag was walked by him.
I'm going to use my last personal reroll.
Very good.
That's a 12.
Yes, with a 12, you know Aiden brought it in and did not carry it out. So it's got to be where Aiden last was, inside the cave.
Yeah, I think I know where it is. Why isn't he going down? Didn't he get hit with trank?
That would appear so. Looks like he shrugged it off. Oh, these things are tricky to take
Put another
down.
in the hole.
Oh.
That's awesome.
I'll say, could you point out his bag to me, please?
And the two of you walk back into the cave?
Yeah, I'll walk.
Or run back into the
I'm
cave.
going to his. I'm going to the bag because I want to see if there's actual tranquilizer.
So are you guys running or walking?
Yeah, I'll run there.
All right.
Oh, well,
I will-
okay. I have a bullet wound in the
Right,
leg,
I know.
so
I get it.
I
But
hobble
You two
there.
are moving quickly back to the bag.
Yeah.
And it's no trouble to find it.
Okay.
So
Okay.
do you
Is
have two
it
actions?
so easy to find that I can describe where it is and he'll find it? Because I don't
No.
particularly. Okay.
No, you're going to take. You would have to take him there. And based on what you already just told him about taking care of him, you probably would want to stay with him anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You have two actions, is that right, Ray?
I have one action thanks to all my minuses.
Okay, so you're kind of, come on, my boy, keep coming. He's like, look, Doc.
Well, so if he can point out, I'll run ahead.
For the record, this is all your fault.
he's kind of stumbling in as you're moving, injured, but in there. You'll have a held action. I don't know what it'll be to you, but go ahead and maintain that held action. So at this point, we are down to the bottom. Marooned by you, Aiden looks at you and he says, nothing seems to work. The tranquilizer didn't. Your tranquilizers.
I'm going to reach into my cloak and I'm going to pull out a pistol.
Okay, so it's not your action, but that's what you do.
That's how I respond.
All right.
Yep.
Very good. Back up to the top, Raya.
Okay.
So right now,
Yeah,
right
what's
now,
going on?
Wolfe is not attacking anyone else around. He is trying to get Frankie off him. Frankie and him are basically grappling around his body. If Frankie were not so small, it wouldn't be doable nor as comical.
Yeah.
I'm going to try for another headshot.
Okay, don't miss.
Yeah, don't miss.
I'm the distraction, not
Yep.
the target.
So Frankie in misses right now.
What's
for
the difference?
Headshots, etc. I think Frankie has been vomited on, darted, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I got darted.
Frankie takes the worst of everything when people go, you know what, I'm going to go for the head.
Yeah. I was going to chop off some fingers.
19.
So a 19 for the head roll will hit. Damage again, subtract 2 from the roll. It's basically you get +5 for the headshot, minus 7 for the throat.
Really trying to avoid a combat slide. I really was.
That's 16 with the -2.
So 16 is not as spectacular a hit, but again, there's a strike with it. You're able to get in just under one of the arms. So though it is effectively a headshot, there's a piece where you catch part of the bicep, you catch part of his throat, blood spatters back towards you. Again, it is a gout of blood, Tarantino-level blood. And then almost immediately, you see it closing up because it's on your side this time. You have not seen him and you have not seen the other Thropes close up at this rapidity.
Okay.
Holy shit, did you just give me a Wolverine lip healing factor?
So
You're welcome.
I'm going to be holding one
Well,
action
you did that,
as
but then all your blood
a
is just
dodge.
building up pressure.
But on
in
my
your
second
body, I
action,
guess,
I'm actually going to try and talk to him.
So you just bleed
Go ahead.
extra.
So go ahead and
And
give
then
me
the wound
what you're going
heals
to
up.
say,
And
then
then you
go
just
ahead
build
and
more
give me a
pressure.
charm roll.
Okay. So I'm going to say, Dr. Wolfe, you and I can do this all day. I'm not hurting you. You're not hurting me. We can keep going until this gets out of your system and you revert to being a man again. Or you can calm down. You can embrace your humanity. And you can let this foolish grudge against Dr. Wright go.
There's a as like a torrent of blood just comes spilling out from his mouth. It's horrible.
Wait.
Oh shit.
Wasn't your face turned towards Frankie?
Yes.
Wait, but I want to go back. Why is the blood coming out?
Well, I'm imagining with all the blood pressure and stuff, the
Okay,
internal
all right.
wounds are just suddenly
All right.
hyper
Look at
healing,
a
so it has to
mouthful
go
of
out somewhere.
blood.
Very good. Okay.
So
all right.
there's just I don't know all the effects of what's happening, so I'm just
Right.
extrapolating
All
what
right,
I know.
no, I'm good with that. So,
My charm roll?
You
Give me
give
your
me
charm.
a bucket of water outside the cave after this.
Never talk about it again.
That would be a 10.
no, don't even roll.
Burning our
Unless
clothes.
you want to react to that, Michael.
No, I do have a reaction as the blood pours out, and there's a wicked smile as a horrible idea seems to get in amidst the pain as he glances at Raya, holding Frankie's head. I can hurt you. Trying to bite Frankie's
So,
head
Frankie,
off.
before he gets that chance, it's your move. What do you
Yeah.
Okay. Dude.
So the first thing that you will probably need to do is break the ground.
Yeah, so I have free dodge, and then what does clap the braces do?
It's if you have somebody grappled, you can then pin them, take them to the ground,
Right.
you can clap braces on
Manacled.
them.
We are
Yep.
both
You are both grappled.
Okay, so how do I break the grapple?
So it's just a strength roll.
Just a strength roll.
It's just a vitality.
Vitality.
Is it a contested vitality?
It is a contested vitality roll, so each of you
Okay.
can roll. Don't announce until. So for where you're at, because of the way you are set, Frankie, you will add 1 to your roll. You have that bonus. Again, don't announce until everyone has decided if they're spending anything.
So
Does Iron Grip give me anything?
You'll have to check.
Let me take a look.
Hopefully you guys show up knowing what your abilities are, but I know often we don't use them.
Well, I'm not, despite all intents and purposes, I'm not actually a combat character, so I try not to look at those.
No, I respect that. So, Frankie,
So-
yeah, I'm gonna keep mine.
all right, and then
Just wanna
Dr. Wolf,
One
check
second.
for Iron Grip, and then let me know if you're keeping yours.
Yeah.
So, Michael, Iron Grip does what?
Gives +1 to grapple rolls,
Okay.
and I can't drop objects even if I'm shocked or no matter how much, things rattle me. I can't drop objects.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So,
So-
each of your rolls,
Mhm.
you are not grappling. You are vitality roll right now, so you will not get the +1 on this.
Okay, gotcha.
So the rolls are
16.
16.
16. Tie goes to the attack, which was made by Frankie, right?
Well,
Yes.
No.
Frankie was trying to break.
Yeah.
Yep. So Frankie, you have ungrappled from his hold. Effectively, you
it's all that
also
blood just
grappled.
clicking about.
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
all juiced up on throat goo.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write that down.
Juiced up on throat
Juiced
goo.
on throat.
Ew. Okay.
I thought Corona
gross.
would be good. Now we got throat goo.
So okay. What am I gonna do now? This is too much.
Fight him again.
I really am thinking about. Yeah.
Throat goo. Throat goo.
Well, so
gives you
brief sidebar.
purr.
Yes.
I only thrope out if something upsets me, right? Like, is that like up to the player?
To a point, there will be situations where I may tell you need
Okay.
to make a roll, but presently,
I'm fine.
you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're focused on what you're doing. Nothing surprising or out of
Okay.
the ordinary has happened. I mean, periodically the shock of things getting vomited, spit, or thrown at you, but you're a fighting character.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, it's going to be harder for you in most cases to throw up out than Dr.
Yeah. That's kind of what I was.
Can you
thinking.
turn on purpose?
Not
No.
yet.
Yeah.
Also, that sounds like a poor choice.
Okay.
Okay. So my first action was breaking his grapple.
Correct,
So
which you've
now
done.
I'm ungrappled. God.
From
Okay.
him, but he is still grappled by you.
I don't know how this would work, but what I'd like to do is get a heel in his mouth and then break his mouth open.
All right, so you're going to try and grab to his head. So I'm going to have you, it's going to be a headshot
Okay.
from your attack.
Okay.
You're going to be able to maintain the grapple as far as his minuses, but you will not get bonuses because you are grappling him, because you are changing the position of your hold.
Okay, that makes sense to me.
So it's going to be an unarmed attack roll.
I love the image of Frankie just kind of scooting around the top
Okay.
of Wolf.
Yeah.
Just shuffling.
Take that. I'm Spider-Man.
12.
Spider Frank.
So a 12, you move around to the front trying to get a hold, may have even actually done almost the Black Widow type
Yeah.
thing where you grab, got your knees braced around
That's
the
what
back
I'm
of the head.
picturing.
But you've got a hold, and he's there too, and you have not been able to get a hold of him because he's moving his head and gnashing about.
Okay.
That was your second action?
That was my section A. Yeah.
Aiden, you see this going on, and again, there is blood at almost every turn coming out.
I got puke.
Right?
I got poo. I got.
Man, this
That's
really
not
is
even
gonna.
phasing me at this
Man,
point.
this really is gonna take 20 minutes.
So I'm gonna take I'm gonna aim, and then I'm gonna blow out his knee.
Go ahead and give me a roll.
Throat knee.
Even with Thropes, it never heals right.
17 hit.
So 17 will hit, because you are 5, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So 17 will hit. Go ahead and give me damage.
Oh wait, it's not even 17. It's with everything. Do math. now.
Well, if it's more than a 17, it still hits.
It's 20,
20 will also hit.
and then damage.
It's a
And is this
revolver,
a
plus
big
5.
revolver? Is this one of those boom?
No, this is the Luger, one of
that you
the
fixed?
George Luger's prototypes that I repaired. And
Is this the one that you repaired for Dr. Wright?
no, this
No,
is
I
the
have
one.
that one.
This was my own.
All
It
right.
looks like a showpiece, but it's secret. So if I ever get jumped, I could just grab it off the wall and
Perfect.
pump people. So +6 damage.
So make your roll, add everything up, then we'll subtract the throw back.
So that's gonna be 15.
Total?
Yeah.
So it looks like it bounces off the kneecap. You see it hit, it takes a tiny piece of meat. However, as has been happening, a ridiculous amount of blood spurts out of that hole. and then immediately shuts off.
Is Wolfe, when he reverts, just going to be like a freaking what's her name that blows up as the blueberry and
Violet Beauregard.
just a Violet Beauregard, except just blood and just have to be rolled around.
We can hope.
He needs to be juiced.
Second action. Or do you have a second?
Well, I think I would have had to pull the gun, so that would.
Okay, there's your 2 actions. Okay, so then moving down from Aiden, we move to Dr. Wolfe. So Dr. Wolfe, you have Frankie, who's spun around in front, still has a grapple on you, so you're still to do anything, you're either at minuses or going to have to break the grapple, and is trying to get a hold of your face, you think, to get your mouth open.
Well, perfect. I want to get my mouth open around his head.
So, are you going to make the attack or try and break the grapple first?
Try to
grab.
Grab.
Okay,
Yeah.
very good. Go ahead and give me an unarmed combat roll. You're going to be subtracting 3.
Okay.
Well, Frankie, at least he can't bite you and turn you into a throat.
Yeah. Silver lining.
Cool. All right. So -3, that's 17.
17 will actually hit.
Okay.
Well, so wait a minute. Are we specifically grabbing head?
We are grabbing him first.
All right, so you have him grappled. So again, we are double grappled.
Double grappled. In
And
midair.
I'm grabbed him, and now second action is the bite.
Okay.
And, I mean, I say head, I'm really just
You're
biting
just
for him.
So you are not at the minuses for biting because you have Frankie grappled. Go ahead and make a roll.
And since we're both grappled, there's no further penalty?
No more negatives. No.
All right.
I know I started the biting thing.
I mean, really, you only have yourself to blame.
You ain't Ron Howard in there, Frankie. I could regret it trying to bite the
That's
throat.
a 16 to hit.
So a 16 will literally just hit.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and give me a location.
Well,
Okay.
he's aiming at the head.
No,
Six,
he's not aiming at the head.
six,
Specifically was not.
He said-
6 and
he said he
9, so
wasn't.
15.
So a 15, you are going to end up biting into a leg. So you take a bite, Frankie moves, and you nail basically the meat of the right thigh.
6 plus 2.
I don't
28.
Like, no.
So armor, question 1 is armor.
Yes, I have +2.
So that's 26. Before we get there, I will remind you, because there is an order of operations, you do have the ability to dodge using one of the attacks from your next round.
Yeah, I will definitely
Your
dodge.
to hit again, Michael, was a 20, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
So you need to roll a 20.
So what is I have free dodge.
Free dodge means you don't have to expend any action to do it.
Okay, so
Yeah.
if I make this, I still have
You'll
my
do
2
free
actions.
dodge. Yep, you still
I have to beat 20
You have to be 20 or
plus cord.
yes, 20 or higher. Nope, you have to beat 20. You need 21 or
Okay.
higher. I'm sorry.
17.
17. All right. So armor was 2, bring it to 26, and then what is your vitality?
4.
Armor is twice for unarmed combat specifically. So that is 2 2s, and your 4. That brings 28 to a 20. That is an incapacitating wound, but it is not fatal. So,
Okay.
Frankie, as he tears in and everybody sees this, here's Frankie scream.
Yeah.
Initially, I need you to make a DR11 vitality roll.
Okay. And then
And who
this
knows?
is to remain conscious.
Yes, this is effectively not to become a helpless victim.
So I automatically retain consciousness.
All
because
right,
I'm tough.
very good. So go ahead and give me the roll. It still allows him to potentially ragdoll
Is it just a straight
you. Vitality roll. So
19?
19, you're good. So you are now -3 coordination and -3 to all skill rolls until this wound is taken care of. There is going to be a complication. I will let you roll your own demise on this.
Wait, say that. I'm sorry. So -3 for coordination.
-3 coordination and -3 to all skill checks. And then I want you to roll 2d10.
Okay. 6.
6. Very good. That you may find out later. All right, so...
And doesn't he also have another roll that he has to make because it's an incapacitating wound?
what is the additional one? What is
The throat, because if you take a serious
Oh,
wound
right,
as a
that's
throat,
right. You need to maintain.
Yep.
Okay, what's that roll?
It's your willpower and concentration. You have to beat. You transform once. You have to beat a 12. If you don't beat the 12, you start to transform.
And I add my will and concentration?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you have the drug, right?
I was going to ask that. The drug is
Yeah.
in there too.
So you got a +5 to that as well.
Okay, so +9.
Yep. +9 to the roll.
It has to beat a, what's the number?
12.
12.
Okay, yes, done.
All right. So, once again, Wolfe has bitten into the meat of Frankie's thigh. Frankie screams at that point, and and you release from the head, grabbing the leg. It is your choice if you would release from holding around. I think you would, but I'm going to leave it to you. Would you maintain that grip?
No, he wouldn't.
So Frankie, you will all see, drops off of Wolfe, is turning white already.
As I'm still grabbing onto him and just...
Okay, so he's being held in air by Dr. Wolfe. So that was
And I'm
the
looking
first action,
right... No, that was the second action. And I'm looking right as Raya as I do this. Just...
Do you have a third action?
No.
Good. Moving down from there, Dr. Wright.
Okay. Are we able to get to the bag?
You guys are at the bag. What are you doing?
Okay. I'm gonna look in there. Do I see any tranquilizers? I'm
So-
pretty sure I would know because he showed me what it
Right.
looks
I
like.
want to again state clearly, you do not mark them.
No.
So go ahead and give me an intelligence. Yeah, give me an intellect roll.
Do I
Remember.
get a
See, I
bonus
thought
at all
last time
for
everything was
the fact that I've
rolled.
used this before and seen his version?
Sure.
Let's see.
I would have thought that you had a bonus.
I know
from the
exactly
skill
where
anyway.
my stuff
Yeah.
is.
Ah,
The only ones I've
That's-
signed is in
You said
case
medicine?
one of us loses
Or
control
alchemy?
and we're not available.
I was
That's
thinking
why
that you
I had a
might
name
have,
for
one of
those
your
two.
specialities.
I just alchemy.
All right, so go ahead and give me a roll.
16.
16. Yeah, you're like, it's that one.
Do you have
Well,
any?
well, let me tell you what I do have. He has his bottle of pills, which has 33 throat suppressants.
Toss those away.
He has 2 stitch, 9.5 hyoscine, 2 watcher, 120 bandages, 2 throat tranquilizers. Now wait, there's more. 1 double dose throat tranquilizer, and 1 triple dose throat tranquilizer.
Question 1. Did Dr. Wolfe tell Dr. Wright at any time that he had the double and triple?
I think I'm trying to remember because
Yeah.
we went on the expedition with the to try to take down that one
Good.
throat.
Give me another intellect roll. You need to beat DR11.
Yeah, I beat that by far.
So, you know which the triple, you know which one's the double, you know which ones are the singles. What do you do?
Okay. Where's Cal?
Cal is inside, watching at the front, watched you come in, but is standing with the other people.
How close
I have
to
to
Cal? How
erase
close
my
to me is
reversion
Cal?
serums.
One walking distance away.
Okay.
One walking action away.
Then I will shout.
There's also a bottle of Hyde and 11 of Maiden's Hearts. So
Maiden's Hearts, you say.
11 of them, you say.
I'll pick through that later. No, I'll pull out the triple dose, and I'll hold it up, and I'll say, Cal, this is a triple dose of throat tranquilizer. I suggest you get it over there quickly.
Go ahead and give me a charm roll.
Oh, Cal can do whatever he wants if he wants. Let me see here. That one was cocked. Wow. All right.
You are an accredited doctor, sir.
Wait. He's acting. To act like I care. No.
Cal, stop, please.
Sorry. Which roll did you want?
Charm.
Charm. Oh yeah, that's my stat. My charm's actually a 3, so that's a 16.
Cal says that you stay in the cave and take care of these people, and grabs it from you, pushing you gently back with the other hand, and leaves. You still have another action.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and reach in there, grab a maiden's heart, and take it.
Mark it down.
And
Mark it off.
I will mark mine
Ray,
up.
what are you doing? Cal is now moving at great speed out the front. You heard what he said
Thank you, Michael.
to
I apologize
I
for
think-
not taking
Dr.
better
Wright.
care of your bag.
Is there another one of those tranks?
Say, what? Yes, there's another triple dose right here.
double dose.
Is there? Oh, you only have one triple.
One
I'll
triple.
have this as a double dose, a little less.
Grab it
strong.
and run.
All right, then you run as well.
Man, Wolf's just gonna have syringes all through him.
Okay, so we've moved down through everyone. We are back to the top. So, Raya.
Before we get to the next round, I want to
Yep.
use my held action.
Yep.
At any point when he's not looking directly at me,
Yep.
the only people who know that I have this are me and Frankie
Okay.
And Ray.
and Ray.
Okay.
I'm going to put
This part
one
is
dose of
frustrating.
the Tsetse venom on my exculpuses.
All right, so you are painting. That's an action. Going back to the top, Raya.
Okay. So,
Now, keep in mind, Wolfe currently is holding Frankie.
yes.
I think compartmentalizing is the skill of Raya's.
Now we're gonna have
What
a
are you
real
doing?
test.
I am going to do another headshot.
If you miss,
I'm sorry, but that's exactly what I'm thinking.
That's poetic in a way.
Or I just as she stabs at me, just thrust Frankie down into the blade.
Go Go ahead and make the roll.
Well, you don't know what I have.
No, but that's not the point. The point is to make you hurt. And so actually that's a good question. Could I use a dodge to thrust Frankie into his way? No.
Frankie's not moving very fast.
Frankie's not really going anywhere.
Can I
right now.
spend my second reroll?
Yeah, you always can at your choice.
Okay.
Is there anything? The only thing we can't use a reroll on is if you would do a crit fail.
Yeah.
Yes, correct. Do not roll out of a critical failure.
That would be a 21.
21 to hit. I'm trying to think if you have any minuses.
I'm
Nope.
not being grappled right
That
now.
will be a hit.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll damage.
And that was with the Tetsu flag.
Correct.
Yep.
Right? Oh boy.
We're going to see if this actually works, because
Yeah.
that's the big question.
If Werther didn't work, what will?
Well,
That was my greatest creation. Not
Well-
really.
And you are minusing 2 from the total.
18 with the -2.
18 with the -2. So, again, that is a fairly violent strike. You hit at the side of the head, carving around the ear and down the neck. You're fairly sure that you painted him with the venom.
Okay.
For those of you, the rest of you getting to see where that strike goes, it's another gout of blood. For you, up close, it stops bleeding. It's not healing. For you, Dr. Wolfe, I need you to make a...
My second 2 actions, I'm going to move out of the way and hold.
Okay, I need a vitality roll from you. Just straight vitality.
that's 14.
Okay, that is good. And then give me a 2d10 roll, please.
Man, things are just going wild for Wolfe right now.
Oh, I'm on the
We're
wrong...
putting a Thrope to the test right now.
14 if I don't, unless there's any bonuses or minuses on that.
Nope,
2d10
nope, I just
roll.
needed the 2d10.
Yeah.
All right, very good. So the other 2 you are holding?
Yes, I'm moving out of the way, out of his reach,
Okay.
and I'm holding.
So, Frankie, you are in a grapple. You're in exquisite pain. You're barely keeping it together, but you won't pass out. What are you doing? It looks like he's reeling back for another bite.
Okay. This is gross. I guess I'll try to poke him in the eyes.
Okay.
I guess we'll see.
With the objective of trying to get him to release you.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
All right, so go ahead and give me an attack roll. You will
Okay.
be at -3.
Yes. Oh, is all my stuff changed?
Because you had that wound, do you think it's -4 for that wound?
No,
right?
it's -3 for the wound.
-3.
And a standard. Wait a sec.
My
Do you have
coordinate-
head taker?
I...
Do you have the one
You
that
do.
gives you...
Yes.
All right,
I do.
so you are just -3 for the
Oh,
roll.
okay.
My
Just
apologies.
-3. Okay.
Nope,
he
you're
is
grappled.
grappled.
You're -6.
-6. Okay. All right.
Oh, that's a headshot.
Well-
It depends on what you're hitting with. Because
This is my hit.
Well, potentially as am I.
no, if you have lucky hit,
Lucky shot.
lucky shot, that means if you roll.
But I have. This is my attack roll.
The attack roll. If you roll an attack roll and you roll a 10 die,
No. First I roll the attack, and then when I get a 10, I can pick where I hit.
Okay.
I'm
okay, all right.
All right. 11, anyways.
So an 11 will not hit.
Yeah.
All right, second action.
So I know that my shoulder healed pretty fast. Okay, so hold on. Let me get this in my head. So
Sure.
He's got me grappled.
He's basically...
Like around the waist?
You tried to get away from him. He's grabbed you probably at the shoulder and at the leg.
So I could just. Okay, then I guess what I'd like to do is just kind of kick up against his face
With what intent? To get
to
out
keep
of the
his
grapple?
mouth away from me.
Okay, so hold that as a dodge.
Okay.
Very good. And then we move down to 8.
So first action is draw my Kopesh.
Okay,
Second action, I'm going to bring it down across his arm and try to cut his arm off that's holding her.
very good. Go ahead and give me a roll. For an arm, it's -3 to hit. There are no damage bonuses.
I think I got some bonuses to attack. Yeah, deadly skill. Yeah. Is 15 going to work?
15 will not hit.
Can I spend the chip and all again?
16 is what you need. I mean,
Okay.
it's silly, but it is.
Yeah, I missed.
So that was your first action. Oh, no, and you drew the weapon
Yeah.
second action. All right, so we have hopped down. Now we are at Dr. Wolfe.
Okay. Well, so because the wound's not healing here, am I still in pain or?
You're in pain,
Okay, I'm still in.
but there's not blood covering your eyes or anything like that. The
Hmm.
blood gout happened,
Hmm.
and then it's sealed, but it didn't do anything more.
So wait, it did heal over?
It's sealed, so
Okay.
you are not bleeding from
Okay.
it, but it is not healing.
Okay, gotcha. So it's not doing the rapid whatever was happening previously.
Correct.
Okay. Well, going to mow down on some more Frankie then.
All right. Go ahead and give me a roll.
Well, I botched, so
You have a critical failure.
I have a beardable failure.
All right.
So I think Frankie's kick
Took
lets me.
it out. So I'm going to have Frankie now hit the ground.
Yep.
Okay.
For your second roll, before you roll it, give me a vitality roll.
That one is 22.
So you're good. So you have a full second action.
Okay, then I'm gonna stomp on Frankie.
So you're stepping on Frankie. Very good.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me an honor comment roll.
17.
17 will hit. Go ahead and get me location.
10.
10. So, Frankie, you've used your free dodge. You still have an action as a dodge if you'd like
Yeah.
to beat it.
I would like to attempt
Okay.
to not get stomped on. Okay, and so
And your roll to hit again, Michael, was a
That was 17.
17. So you just need to roll a 17.
5.
But we'll not do that. All right, so go ahead, and we said location was 10?
Yep.
All right, so that's chest, basically. Go ahead and give me damage.
19.
So that's going to be an 11. That is effectively just a flesh wound.
Why 11?
Because
because of the armor.
and
Vitality.
yes.
Okay, gotcha.
So you are -1 to all skill rolls. So you are now at -4 for skill rolls.
Isn't the highest one only affect, or is it stat?
Say that again.
Doesn't the highest wound only affect, or does it
No,
stack?
they will all stack.
They all stack.
Once each.
Okay.
So that was a flesh wound?
Yes. And I will check that, but for the purposes of this,
My other one was my leg, and I was
Yep.
incapacitating.
incapacitating. Correct.
Okay, alright.
All right. So we are now off of Wolfe. We are moving to Wright. Are you leaving? Ray is right there with you. Cal told you to do something. What are you doing?
Didn't Ray say he's
took off.
starting to take off?
Ray is no longer there.
Yeah.
So you are there. Cal told you what to do and ran out.
Oh yeah, I don't give two craps what Cal said. But what I'm
That's
going to
fair.
do is I'm going to use some of the bandages and a little bit of alcohol to wrap my wound on my leg.
So you're gonna start cleaning yourself.
Just basic stuff.
All
Yeah,
right.
nothing crazy because I need to figure out.
Ray,
I'm still dead sprint with what I hope is double dose tranquilizer.
gotcha. All right. So go ahead and give me an acrobatics roll.
You stick yourself. Oh, no.
He's not even that close.
16.
16, you are good. And Cal and Marood and back to Ryan.
So I want to strike him again.
Okay,
I'd like to try for another headshot.
very good.
I'm going to do 2
Two strikes.
actions, 2 strikes this time,
Very good.
and save 1 for dodge.
Very good.
So the first one is an 18.
18 will hit. Go ahead and give me damage. Subtract 2 from your roll.
We are quiet tonight.
Yeah.
That would also be an 18.
You're
18.
almost
So
dead.
again, another
Almost
spectacular
on the
cut
house.
along
Okay.
another part of his cheek.
I wish we had a
It's
hand
exact-
grenade right now.
It's the exact same thing. It bleeds and immediately stops bleeding, but does not heal over. He
Okay.
is scarring pretty good.
Second action.
Not scarring. He's cut pretty good.
Okay.
Eat ledge, alien
That would be a 19.
19.
Well,
will
apparently
hit.
they ate
Roll damage.
16.
So 16, that's another good solid strike, another gout of blood, but he is still up.
Okay.
Frankie.
Okay, so
He's stomping on you.
yeah, he's got a foot on me.
No, not on you. He stomped at you.
At me. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay.
You're still alive for now.
So
I'm just gonna.
I need to get back to my axe. I don't know where it is.
Uh-huh, that's correct.
So I guess I'm gonna try to like.
Aiden.
I guess okay. Can I do a whisper? See who's around.
So, no, you don't need to. Around you, behind you, you felt Raya moving. You can see Wolfe. Just in the corners of your vision, you can see Aiden and Maru.
Okay.
Those are the only people around you.
I want to move towards Raya.
So you're moving backwards. That works for me. Are you moving back as a dodge, or are you moving back to get behind Raya, putting Raya between you and Dr. Wolfe?
Not behind Raya.
All right, so go ahead and hold your actions as
Okay.
a dodge.
Okay.
So then, Aiden, what are you doing?
All right, so I'm
Wolfe, you're going to be next.
step in front of Frankie, and I swear in Arabic. I can't think of anything cool and, at the moment, and I'm basically aiming. I'm just pulling the gun down, shooting for the head.
Okay.
First one was an 18. Plus, it'd be 20 with my pistol total.
Do you have the head taker thing?
No, I do not.
Okay, so 20 will miss, right? Yes, head is... Oh, no, head is -3. It will just hit.
All right, and then so damage is... So I do 18 damage.
So that's...
No, wait. 19 damage.
So that's a good hit that strikes across the side of his head, tearing blood and skin aside. That's it. Next.
And then my second one was a crit.
What do you mean by a crit?
I got 20. 2 zeros.
Double 10.
Double 10.
Okay, so go ahead and roll damage.
I guess the Uber Beast.
Makes it cooler.
I'm hoping, like...
You spin the gun and then you shoot.
Well, I figure I shoot once, and then I just ram it into his mouth and just go...
You shoot really fast twice. The first one, it's going for the head. The second one hits that first one. Physics be damned.
Oh, man, I wish that was a better roll.
Never mind.
I'll say that for somebody. So that's going to be 13.
So it's a perfect shot. Hits him straight in the middle of the eye, and then you literally see the bullet tear a furrow up the middle of his head and bleed done. So we move now from Aiden to Wolfe.
Okay.
So in front of you is Aiden.
Mm-hmm.
On the ground behind him, Frankie. Standing up behind him, now pretty much masked from you, is Raya.
Mm-hmm. Well, Raya keeps hitting me in the head. This guy just shot me.
Yep.
Going for Raya.
So, so you bound around. Give
Yep.
me a roll.
Now he's just adding insult to injury.
Mm-hmm. 15. That I don't
Actually, I think he's just adding injury to
You
injury.
have a 5, correct?
Yes, I have a coordination of a 5.
That will miss. Okay. Second roll.
That also misses.
Okay. So then moving down from Dr. Wolfe to Dr. Wright, who is dealing with himself, so I'm going to step out of that. Ray, you're continuing your run.
Yep.
Acrobatics roll.
Gosh. Oh, goodness.
That's a 23.
Very good. Well, just ahead of you, Cal takes the step in on Dr. Wolfe. Reroll.
Triple trank.
And your coordination is 5?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that just hits.
It needs to make at least a flesh wound.
Right? Here we go. Actually, just to let you know, it needs to beat a flesh wound because everything from 11 and down is a flesh wound. So
okay.
What I've been forcing it to do is beat a flesh wound. Because
Okay.
otherwise, everything could hit you.
Oh, okay.
So that will, holy crap, by 2 points hit you. So
Okay.
that is the triple dose trank. What did we decide that does?
I'm trying to remember because it's been,
The standard trank, you have to roll against a DR, correct?
Right. And I don't remember if we increase the DR or I have to roll three times.
We increased the DR, remember that. Is the standard DR 14? Does anyone remember?
I can pull it up real fast. For the throat trank.
Yep.
It's very specific. Throat tranquilizer. The DR is 14 normally.
So you will be rolling against a 21 DR. Vitality.
Oh, no, wait. No, sorry, it's 16. 16 is the normal.
So you will be rolling against a 23
Okay.
on vitality.
Swear to everything that is holy. If you get...
If I double 10 this... Well, I didn't double 10 this, but let's add.
And I'm not even rooting
21.
for anybody.
So
Right, it's kind of a terrible situation.
I'm
no matter
negatively
where.
rooting. I'm like, I don't want Michael to go down, but I don't want Raya to go down.
it's 21 as what my total roll is, so the
Is
trank
it-
works.
Is it instantaneous the way we've designed this for the guys who made it? Because it was the 2 doctors, correct?
No, it was Wolfe
It was just
specifically.
one.
Just
one.
Okay.
Wolfe
So
is
Wolfe
the
made
expert
it.
on this. Let's see. The reaction time is 2d10 seconds, but that can depend on what you want to say as
Okay.
far as.
So I have no problem with it taking you down. However, I need you to roll 2d10. Add them together and give me another.
4.
Okay, 4. it.
What on earth is happening?
Wow. Okay. So you guys will see Dr. Wolfe go again in what looks like that rack of pain. He'll hold there for just a moment, and then he will roll forward, just collapse down on himself to the ground. And we'll end right there.
Oh!
That's reasonable.
Until next week.
Until next week. I'm out for 4 hours, by the way.
Thank you for listening to another NCRP Productions podcast. To stay on top of everything we're doing, you can follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and like us on Facebook, all at NCRP Productions. You can show your support and help us continue to produce content by joining our Patreon. We offer additional podcasts like our B-Sides and have GM materials, maps, and other fun things you can discover over time. You can find our podcasts on YouTube, Anchor, Spotify, Apple, Google, and many other fine podcast sites. Just look for us at NCRP Productions. We value your thoughts, so please don't hesitate to leave us feedback or comments. And if you would like to contact us directly, you can email us at ncrpproductions@gmail.com.